everybody, it's Andrea, aka Violet Kitty 411, and welcome back to Life in Veronaville. This is episode 1. In the intro, we went through the 3 quick scenarios that are included when you load the game, and the Capp scenario didn't work, but the Monty and the Summer Dream did, so yay. And then outside of the game, I adjusted the terrain so I no longer have the graphical issue with the water line, and also I did some rebuilding, because actually not really rebuilding, more like redesigning, because I'm actually an interior designer by education, and let's face it, most of the Maxis builds are absolutely terrible. I did not change the shell. That's not my goal. My goal is to keep it as similar as possible, but I gave it better textures, warmer, much homier, and because stone walls, that just cold, uncomfortable. But I also did better use of space. So this over here, which was Consort's bedroom, is now a private office for him. Only he can enter. And there's a library here. And there's a powder room. You'll notice that there is actually no toilet or bathtub. I took those and the refrigerator away in hopes that they ask for them the next time I re-enter the lot with them, because we will be leaving the lot and get some points that way. That is how I keep aspirations up, is Violet Kitty giveth and Violet Kitty taketh away. If you stick things in the inventory, you can delete them, not lose a cent, and not lose the aspirational points. It's great. Okay, so you'll notice that the main room is almost empty. That's on purpose. I'm just going to add things as they ask for them, but I have certain things for them that they need. There are still only 3 bedrooms. They don't need a 4th, so this is Consort's bedroom over here. The girls have a very large bedroom that they are sharing. You can see that there is Juliet's as well as Hermia's. I don't know if it's Hermia or if I should say Hermia. I don't know. And then Tybalt over here. All 3 have an ensuite bath. Much less wasted space in the upstairs hall. They have a little place where the kids can mourn their mother. And Contessa is down here where Consort can mourn her. And of course we have our graveyard. And this is my first evening here. I haven't seen any ghosts, but it doesn't mean we won't. And I'm thinking I might put them in a community graveyard, but we'll see. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it, which actually might be fairly soon. Anyway, so aspiration. I play Monday to Monday, and this game starts very late in the day on Saturday, and so I'm going to do 5.5 days of vacation just to give them that same play boost, but I'm not going to go crazy and have them like super skill and things like that. It's actually going to be vacation, but it's also going to help normalize various crappy relationships, so that's what we're going to do. But so Consort, you're up. So Consort has a power 1 to retire, but first we need to buy a vacation home for him. And we are going to go to Takamizu Village, and we're going to go with the Pearl Mist Estate because it's nice and we can afford it. Now, we're going to go right now. We're going to book it for 6 days, 5 nights, and I'm going to leave 12 hours early. Hopefully I remember to do that. And we're going to take the kids in the household. Tybalt is his favorite. And actually we're going to take some of the kids, some of his other kids, and we'll do that to kind of build up relationships, hopefully. While we're waiting, I have another project for you, which is to retire. Yep. Okay, great. That's a power 1. He wants a big TV and actually go to vacation home. That's happening. And Tybalt and Hermia are, yay, Tybalt. Okay, he got a power want. And raise a mechanical skill. Juliet, okay, time to go. Everybody is here. Their needs are low-ish, but that's okay because their needs are actually getting filled. This is a well-developed Pearl Mist estate. So we're not worried about needs. That's not going to be the one that we worry about. Oh, yep, I put wings on Titania and Oberon. There's Cornwall. And so we're going to build good relationships, let bad relationships die, because time heals all wounds. Except, oh my gosh, you just flirted and now your husband's angry at you. All right, drama, we're okay with that. Albany and Goneril's marriage is going poorly, and we're okay with that. We'll check in on them later, but hopefully we can normalize it before we finish vacation. And I have Juliet and Hermia studying from the bookcase. I am not using the educational bookcase. I'm using just a regular bookcase for them. Tybalt also needs some mechanical skills, so we'll get those for him. I had them all add knowledge as a secondary aspiration. I like that, so they get some skills, but not for Consort. We've got other goals for him. So fishing is a very nice, relaxing hobby, and it's a great way to safely build relationships. And your guests never get better at it, but, you know, they've enjoyed it. Oberon was actually playing the piano. Titania was playing some cards. And Cornwall and Goneril were playing chess. We got to find Albany and work on that. Where are you, Albany? Okay, Albany, why don't you join us? Oh. Now both the girls currently have their full cleaning skills. And so they'll probably get some fishing skills pretty decently, but fishing isn't the number one thing we're doing here. We're just slowly but surely building relationships. And it is very slow with fishing because the relationship build is split. Oh, Consort just became best friends with somebody, though. Who'd you just become best friends with? Tybalt. Okay, cool. So that's what I do, you know. Okay, and Oberon's going to go take care of himself, as is Titania. Probably sleep, pee, that kind of thing. And Consort's going to sleep right next to Titania. That's great. They're good friends. Shouldn't be a problem. And not the whole house, but the bedrooms are both equipped with plenty of journalism awards. How you feeling, Titania? Oh, look at that. Pretty well done. Walk around the house in your underwear. We love that for you. And right now, Goneril is furious with her husband. And I think probably he's furious with her too. Let's check. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. That is anger. That is not good marriage. So, yeah, we'll just let them deal with it. Maybe by the time I get around to playing them, they'll be fine. And Consort may as well unclog and clean the toilet before you use it yourself. Oh, but you know what? Mop that up too. Hey, great job. You haven't finished unclogging the toilet. There we go. Some mechanical skills, some cleaning skills. Great job, Consort. We don't really care, but hey. Titania and Goneril are becoming friends. That's lovely. Let's see where their relationship stands. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Titania, how do you feel about Cornwall? Don't care for him. You like Consort. You like Albany, okay, but he's not that fond of you. So that's another great thing about taking neighbors on vacation is they build relationships. And when I go to play them, those relationships usually are pretty decent. Also, before I left the Monty house, Mercutio and Juliet got into a fist fight, and she is furious at him, so we're hoping that this one will fade. So that's great. Just again, time heals all wounds. So my teenagers are dropping down into low greens now, and so we'll go ahead and raise it. I don't let them get into green that frequently. I usually keep it in gold. I'm not like extremely once driven, but let's go ahead and get this. Right now, again, our number one concern is building up these relationships. How's the relationship between... Okay, so Hermia is best friends with both of her siblings. I thought they were cousins. They're actually siblings. Juliet is friends with Tybalt. And so, yeah, Tybalt is friends with both of the girls. So that's good, considering they started a pretty bad relationship, all of them. Juliet wanted to start working on creativity. Hermia wanted to start working on cooking. They both want some nature. So once they're up to the top of their aspiration, we'll have them do some more fishing. And so, yeah, that's what they're doing. Once the kids' needs were filled and their aspirations were filled, it was a great time to do more fishing. But Consort is basically just making a whole bunch of Surbrixalots, and we're okay with that. Congratulations, Consort. You are now a silver toy maker. I need you to make a wish. And, okay. Back to fishing. And for some reason, Juliet is actually getting her fishing skills. And also, Hermia is getting her fishing skills. Oh, dear. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Use a stink ball bait. The girls are getting their fishing skills slowly, even though they both have their full cleaning skills. That should have actually gone faster. Tybalt's got his faster, and he doesn't have any. And next, Tybalt. Oh, no. What do you think? Oh, you need to pee. That's great. I love that for you. Oh, before you come back for fishing, why don't you toss a coin? We're hoping for a long-lost secret. Vast fortune. Okay, that's fine too. All right, more fishing. Tybalt just became best friends with Hermia. Both of the girls are now in the zone, so that's amazing. Consort rolled up the one to paint a masterpiece, so that's great. We'll let him paint for a while. He needs to do that. Because it's actually much more profitable than making Surbrixalots. And Juliet just discovered that she likes games, which is awesome for her. That I was thinking I'm going to actually change her aspiration. She is not meant to be a family sim. Her personality, she's outgoing and playful, low neat, low lazy. She's pretty much the exact opposite of what I would want a family sim. Plus, her natural enthusiasm is for games, which speaks to me pleasure or knowledge sim, and her interests are food, which goes well with pleasure, entertainment, pleasure, environment, knowledge, school knowledge, weather knowledge, animals, that's kind of people like animals. But so yeah, she says pleasure and knowledge to me, so I'm probably going to switch her aspiration, and probably before the end of the vacation. So Cornwall just tried to apologize to Albany. Albany was having nothing of it. But Albany and Titania are becoming good friends. Or, well, at least they like each other more than he likes his own spouse. And somebody is playing the piano very, very badly. It's Albany. Get that rage out, Albany. Just get that out. Good job, Consort. You hit the top of your artistic skills. Well, not the artistic skills, but your artistic enthusiasm, and you're almost finished with your artistic skills. Maybe you'll get a masterpiece, and that'll make you easier to take care of. Okay, so this one's not a masterpiece, but it doesn't mean the next one won't be. That's a noble goal there, Mr. Consort. There you go. Given the fact that Goneril has a 100 relationship with Cornwall and 2 bolts, and only a 29 with Albany and 1 bolt, there might be a divorce on the horizon. Just saying. I don't know. We'll find out. Actually, there might be 2 divorces, because Cornwall is actually married to her sister. So while on vacation, your guest's aspiration neither increases or drops unless they are actually fulfilling a want or realizing a fear. And of course, Goneril had a fear realized, probably associated with her flirting with Cornwall and getting caught by Albany. I don't know. I should actually check their bios to see if there's something about that in their bios. So I just spent some time reading all of the in-game Sims bios, and of course, in addition to aspiration, personality, and their interests, the bios really kind of gives you a clue of what direction you should actually go with this. So we're not just playing wants and fears, we're also playing interests and personality and all that, just all together, because just wants and fears, that's very one-dimensional. They're all very one-dimensional. You need to kind of pull them all together. So let's look at the various personalities. Oh, Goneril, okay, we'll get you to come fish with us. Want to come fishing? Oh, it's nice to finally unwind. All right, good. That's our first clue. So we're level 1 vacation. Oberon, would you like to come fishing? Uncle Albany, how about fishing? So let's go through the bios just to see where they stand. Okay, so first, of course, Consort. And with the classic tale of Romeo and Juliet, after the demise of the central characters, i.e. their suicide, the Capulets and the Montagues actually do make amends. So Consort Capp was once associates with Patrizio Monti. What led to the end of their relationship, and can it now be salvaged? So that's a goal. Goals are to fix that relationship with Patrizio. Outspoken but surly, Tybalt is proud to carry on the Capp name. Will his pride and hatred of the Montes ruin his sister's Juliet's chance for happiness with Romeo? Well, I think fate ruins their chance, but that remains to be seen. And Juliet loves her family and wants to please them, but her feelings for Romeo are undeniable. That's, again, a pleasure thing, even though, let's face it, this was before the pleasure sim was introduced, because that was a nightlife thing. But yeah, can she make her family proud and make herself happy as well? Hey, why don't you do a little fishing here? Grandpa, fish? How are my kids doing? Okay. Oh, Hermia, you need some cooking skills. Why don't we do that? And Hermia just realized that she's into film and literature, which I knew about her. And, oh, who just fell in love? Who fell in love? Who fell in? Cornwall and Goneril are sweethearts now. That's great. That's just amazing. Oh, the drama. Okay, so let's check out their bios. Okay, so Goneril's bio, and she is a fortune sim, and She'd actually be okay as a family sim. It wouldn't be my first choice. Oh, well, they just are no longer. While Goneril wanted children, it certainly wasn't her idea to have this many kids. Why does she feel like Albany perhaps married her for more for her money than for love? Ooh, interesting. And what about Cornwall? Cornwall, what's your bio say? Cornwall isn't thrilled that his brother-in-law Kent is living with him while he gets back on his feet after losing his job. Can he make room for his wife's family in their home? Well, maybe we won't need to worry about that. We'll find out. All right. Good job. You've got yourself your first. There we go. And you want to buy a car? Well, I can do that, but we'll worry about that later. Why don't we work on some sewing? Consort's making curtains for the house. Good job. And then eventually maybe he'll make some outfits for the teens. We bought a couple, obviously you saw. But yep, we're hoping to get everybody in less base game crappy clothes and more into CC. Oh, Juliet is about to discover a long-lost secret right there in her underwear, in front of friends and family. Excellent. I should probably change her out of her underwear and put her into her her cold weather clothes because it's a bit chilly. But she's actually fine. Her temperature's looking fine. And Pagoda in the Shadows. Excellent. So Consort has continued with his sewing. He's doing great. We're really interested to see what's going to happen with the marriage of Goneril and Albany, as well as that of Cornwall and Reagan. So yeah, she's in love with Cornwall. Not so much with her husband. And let's see how Cornwall feels about her. In love with her and not so much with his wife. So yeah, that might happen. I was just going to have Juliet fill in her hole, but as long as she's here, let's go ahead and dig for treasure to see if we get anything interesting. She now has all 3 maps, so the family is set. She's found some rocks, and now I bet she wants to take a shower. Usually they're pretty filthy. Or she's tired. Well, you got to pee, you got to shower, and then you can sleep. So now that Consort has mastered sewing, way to go, Consort. I think it's time to do a little vacationing. So since Juliet is the one that found the map, she gets to lead the expedition. Juliet, everybody's going with you. And we're going to the Pagoda in the Shadows. Allons-y, mes amis. And upon arrival, this vacation is worth every penny. Thank you, Albany. And Juliet, why don't you make some tea? Okay, and now, Juliet, what I need you to do is actually talk, impart knowledge, cleaning. This is a great way to cross-pack. I haven't got the Tai Chi, which is the easiest way to get him to give this, but imparting knowledge usually does a good job. Oops, somebody else just fell in love. Who was it? Who was it? Okay. We just heard love again. Oh, I think it was, they went from crush to full-blown love. Okay. That's awesome. And does he feel the same? Not quite, but oh my goodness. Autonomous affairs. And now they're doing it right in front of her husband, and I don't think he cares. Okay, back to imparting knowledge. What's our relationship with the old man? Usually does pretty good. This vacation is worth every penny. That's because you're having an affair, Cornwall. Okay, this is... Oh my gosh, we have a fight. We have a fight. Oh my goodness. Cornwall is beating up his father-in-law. That's awesome. All right. And actually, nope. Consort won. That's awesome. That's another reason to take family members on vacation. So much less predictable. And we have another fight. Okay, let's see. Who is this? I can't figure it out. I can't figure it out. Who's fighting? Again, Consort and Cornwall. Not sure who's going to win. I think it's 50-50. I think it's any man's game at this point. What's their relationship? It's got to be terrible. Oh, Cornwall won this time. Okay, that's great. They're enemies. Cornwall, that's because you're cheating on his daughter with his other daughter. Unfortunately, I don't have Tai Chi and I don't have the ability to bow, so it might be... Oh my gosh, there's another fight. Oh my goodness. And I think Consort won that one. Let me check his memories. He won, he lost, he became enemies, and he won again. Okay, well, yeah. Do not mess with this old man. He can kick your hiney. And yet another fight. And we're still working on getting, and Consort won again. We're still working on getting the old man to give us a dragon scroll, which so far we haven't gotten. And you're going to bottom out your bladder if you continue drinking. Maybe entertain him with a joke. I've never had this hard of a time getting this done. Impart knowledge usually gets it done pretty easily. Okay. And... all right, well... oh my gosh. More with the fighting. Okay, we're going to have to... I don't know if... I'm going to have to head home. Because I don't want them to have a crappy vacation because Cornwall and Consort just can't get along. Can't we all get along? Okay, let's go on home. Well, this place is absolutely perfect and we can't wait to get back, but... oh, hi, Daisy. Okay, so Consort, we're going to have you put on the cool shades and apologize to Cornwall. I mean, it's his fault. You were simply defending your daughter's honor, but still, I need you to apologize. Look, oh my gosh, he's so upset. I mean, he keeps, oh, look at this. He's now best friends with Albany. No way. Okay, Cornwall. Nope, you need to apologize. Please apologize to him. Be the bigger man. Be the bigger man. The fury is there. And maybe we can apologize one more time. Be the bigger man. Okay. Still a crappy relationship. Still hate him. But it's on the road to recovery. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And seriously, another fight? You literally just apologized. Literally just apologized. Oh my goodness. They're never gonna... oh my goodness. So, do you also... you're really disappointed in your daughter. I mean, he is disappointed in his daughter. but he really hates his son-in-law. This is great. Just great. And now he's poking. He poked his daughter-in-law. He poked her. No, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, Cornwall. Not Cornwall, Consort. You were doing so well. You were working on your creative pursuits. You know, enjoying your retirement. And then you had to get all control. So since I feel strongly that Juliet is not a family sim, it is time for her to seek counseling and get adjusted elsewhere. Okay, Juliet, we are going to make your turn-ons fitness and black hair. We are going to make your aspiration pleasure. And your turn-offs will be vampirism. All right. And while you're still in there, we're going to add your secondary aspiration, and it will still be knowledge because games can be like computery geeky. So yeah, she's a geek. She is a geek, but I don't think we're going to keep that impart knowledge. We are going to have a really great hobby called writing restaurant guides. Yeah. And the Rowdy Folk song's kind of cool too. But yeah, write restaurant guides. We're going to be hosting dinner parties. This is going to be exciting. All right, continue. All right, and buy a car, buy a TV, buy a bubble blower. Those are all very honorable. And let's stick that in your inventory because we're not going to leave it here. And now I need you to call home and let's go. Quiet, studious Hermia was writing in her diary, and yeah, she really is a family sim, so we'll leave her just as she is. Okay. No more flowers, Consort. All right, they get to choose 3. We will go with productive because we don't have any mood trainers here in the house. That's only for vacation. Refreshed, sure. Homework, skills, sure. And carefree, absolutely. And we'll apply that to everybody, and that will actually hit everyone on their own. And when I start playing their lots, that'll be interesting. So now I have basically until Monday morning at 7 to play them. So just about a day and a half. So my camera has decided to quit cooperating. I'm going to go ahead with voice. Sorry about that. But since we're home, it's the first day on the lot. Our greenery is not going to get any better than it is today. So we just invited the garden club over. Yes, okay. Actually, Tybalt, why don't you run here and I'm going to have you work on your smussling skills. Because your natural hobby is actually music and dance. Just dance solo. Work on that. Granddad's got that. But now we're looking for him, Joe Graham. We'll greet him with a kiss, kiss, darling. And kiss, kiss, darling plus 1 plus the cool shades actually netted 37 in the daily relationship. Great opportunity. Let's go ahead and ask for a garden club membership. Hey, but also what I'm going to do is dip into Build Bide real quick, go into decorations, sculptures, choose this one right here, which is 1,500 simoleons, and buy 10 of them. And that will pretty much seal the deal. Well, we'll buy 15 because we can. We don't have any well, we do have a shortage of funds. We're not made of money, but there we go. That will pretty much guarantee that I should get everything I need. Okay, and I really, actually, you know what? We are going to have you want cleaning, but I also want you to work on your music and dance. So I'm going to have you get a ballet bar of your very own. Oh, you don't need fitness. Okay, never mind. You have full body skills. Let's get you a violin of your very own. We're going to have you play your violin once, or to one skill. Meanwhile, and Cornwall, you know what? Why don't you work on your flower arranging up here? Let's make many wildflower bouquets. Hermia, how are you doing? You would like a toy making bench. That's quite honorable. Yay. He likes our plants. And they like those sculptures. Okay, Hermia. Let's get you a toy making bench. Or, oh, did he hit his first skill of that? No, not yet. Or did he? Shoot. She's like, he's okay. All right, now that you've done that, Tybalt, I am going to have you get that cleaning skill that you would like. Study cleaning. And Hermia, we'll get you that toy making bench. That's just a very honorable desire. Let's make toys. That says who she is. She wants to make toys for children. Santa Claus is coming to town. Okay. Why don't you make a Sir Brix-a-Lot? You also want to do flower arranging, but Grandpa's doing that. And why don't you, Juliet, check out Romeo now that he's... Oh, there's no actions available. Romeo Monty, no actions available. Oh, I guess he's leaving. Okay, that's fine. Bye, Romeo. Good to see ya. Oh, great. He gave her a noogie. Awesome. And we're going to lose a little money on those sculptures, but you know what? We're okay. Actually, some of them might gain money. Artwork can actually appreciate or depreciate after midnight, so we'll see what happens. And we are in the garden club, but we didn't get the wishing well. That's fine. Consort, great job on your flower arranging. Why don't you sell that? And now we're going to make some more flowers. Good job. And eventually, snapdragons. Then we only have to worry about energy. Tybalt didn't roll up the creativity skill that I had hoped he would roll up after he got this most recent cleaning skill. So I'll get him another creativity skill. And meanwhile, Hermia is making those Sir Brix-a-Lots, and Juliet is working on some painting because she'd really like to sell a masterpiece. Hasn't managed to do that yet. And okay. Is there a reason you didn't want to play your violin there? I bought that for you. Oh, yeah. Violin is one that they drop out of. Okay. Let's get them a piano. They're less likely to drop out of that. Not sure what he made. I think this might actually be a dish that's included with Castaway because of the dish it's included in, but that looks delicious. No, Juliet's not available to talk. Or Hermie. Okay. Actually, let's go to bed. And what a lovely family moment. And somebody kicked over our trash can. That's great. We better call an exterminator. I'm just loving this, and it must be from Castaway. I didn't realize that I got Castaway recipes here too, but that's Castaway dishware. But that looks delicious. Hermia, you're going to pee your pants. And Consort face planted right into his shrimp. That was delicious looking though, Consort. Okay, why don't you clean this up? Okay, yeah, you are going to pee your pants. All right, hopefully, yep, okay. Hopefully you'll make it. Hopefully you make it. Ah, sweet relief. Okay, you made it. All right, then I'll have you put this away, clean those up, and then you can take a sleep. And Mr. Humble is here, leaving us a snazzy new computer that will include Sims 3, which didn't live up to the hype, not gonna lie. Juliet, why don't you sell that painting? It's a masterpiece. Let's see if you roll another want for one. No, but you would like to top your artistic endeavors, so we can live with that. Why don't you paint some more? And unfortunately lost a little bit of money in the stock market. That's fine. And Hermia, being the master chef that she is, decided to make some lobster thermidor for the family. Love that, girly. Thank you so much. We eat well in the Capp household. All right. We're going to all grab a plate and have dinner like a family. Or in Consort's case, apparently breakfast. We've already had our garden inspected. Thank you. All right, I need to make sure none of them gain weight. I think Consort is the least hungry of the crew. All right, you quit eating. Thanks, Joe. Why don't you put your leftovers away, and actually you'll put these leftovers away as well. Let's see how my teenagers are doing. Juliet, you're finished. Why don't you put your leftovers away? Tibal, you're not done. And Hermia, you're not done yet either. Okay, Juliet, put your leftovers away. And Hermia, you're almost done. Tybalt, yeah, you're done now. Okay, put those leftovers away. Hermia, you've got a good cuisine enthusiasm. Actually, Juliet, we're going to have to work on your cuisine enthusiasm and your cooking skills, so there's that. Because that's what I have planned for you. All right. And we're getting you onto a probably pretty accurate schedule. You didn't sleep the day away after being up all night, so that's good. All right. Okay, now I want to check to see how Juliet meshes with Romeo now that we changed her aspiration. And, oh, geez, Excellent. Okay. And she wants to ask him on a date. That's good. Okay, why don't we do that? Why don't we ask on a date? And we're going to do a home date just because, oh, and look at that hatred. That is hatred. We love it. Okay, so Juliet wants to play with Romeo, entertain, dine out. We're not going to do that. Dirty joke and dance. Okay, so let's tell him a dirty joke. Okay, and work on that flower making there, consort. And Romeo would like to talk to her, play with her, and dine out. Okay, so let's play because that's going to do the most bang for the buck. How about red hands? All right. And now why don't we dance together? All right. Good job, Hermia. All right. And why don't you actually make some clown in the boxes? Let's see if we can get some evil ones. Okay, good job. And okay, you have I have to buy something. Okay, and he wants to talk to her. So actually, why don't you ask him, do you like what you see? Hey, he likes her. She's artistic. He finds that attractive. And why don't you check him out to roll your ones to see if we got anything worth doing? He's not going to be good at this. Okay, I need you to go here. I don't know what you're actually a little on the stinky side. But you are not to abandon your date. Let's see. Let's get you a bubble blower. We'll buy one of everything. TV, toy, bubble blower, and car. Got it. Okay, after doing that, we've got a power want, but let's see. First, let's actually talk to him about arts and crafts. I'd like to tell you about my hobby. I've taken up a couple hobbies since we saw each other last. One was arts and crafts, and then the other was fishing. Ooh, and I'm really good at the piano, even though I've never done it before in my entire life. Okay, so how about a big one here? Let's make out, Romeo. Hey, x equals half y squared. And there we go. And the nice thing is dating will keep your Sims in a fine mood. You don't need much else other than dating. But okay, so she wants to have a dream date, and he wants to be flirted with, and he wants to get a back rub, so we can do that. Why don't you caress? And let's make sure, I think Hermia needs to go to bed. She's in bed. And Tybalt, why don't you go to bed? And Consort, you should go to bed. And we are actually going to ask him to stay the night. I think it should be under propose, right? Oh, you know what? I think you have to do it earlier in the night. You can't do it after midnight. Shoot. Okay. Well, in that case, we are going to end the date. And he's going to lay one on her. All right. And you know what? We're going to ask him on another date right away. Oh, nope. He's leaving. Okay. Well, thanks. And I guess I'll go to bed now. And we have haunting. Hi, Calpurnia. How are you? Hope you're doing well. You're looking fit. How'd you die? Probably old age. Looks like old age. But you didn't die in platinum? Oh, you were a family sim who was probably not very fulfilled as such. Thanks for stopping by. And after a good night's rest, the family is feeling fine. The kids are ready to go to school, tackle the next week, and I will see you soon in the pixelated world. That's all I have to say. BK out.